Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. You can probably tell behind me that I have something special for you today. Yes, we are here at one of the cruise terminals that are close to Northeast Florida. And this is not a prop. This is a real boat that I'm going to try to sneak on before this video is over. Wish me luck that I don't get arrested as well, okay? But today what we're going to be talking about in this video is reasons for you to consider, as many of you have been reaching out saying you've been thinking about retiring here in the Sunshine State so you can take advantage of the tax savings. Many of you have complained about how you're getting taxed, state tax as well as property tax that is outrageous, and it's taking away from you having that fruitful, abundant, travel-filled retirement that you guys have been wanting. So I wanted you to consider, as many of you have been reaching out thinking about Northeast Florida, we're going to be talking about some of the benefits that I've worked with at least 50 different retirees to relocate here to Northeast Florida. What are some of the benefits that they've pointed out to me as far as why they chose Northeast Florida as their retirement destination? And we're going to give you all those benefits today of why you should consider Northeast Florida as your next home and your place of retirement, guys. All right, stay tuned. Wish me luck sneaking on this boat. The cruise ship did not appreciate me trying to sneak on the boat. They didn't even appreciate me being within 200 yards of the boat trying to record this video for you. So we had to leave quickly before security got a hold of us. But we're here back in Northeast Florida, right in gorgeous St. Johns County. Hey, this is way better than a cruise, right? We're here right back in St. Johns County, less than 10 miles from downtown St. Augustine, our historic area that many of you love, and which is many of the draw that draws a lot of people here with having our historic downtown area that boasts of great farm-to-table restaurants, waterfront, gorgeous people, cobblestone streets, and histories for miles, okay? Now, let's unpack some of the further reasons that people have chosen to make Northeast Florida the place where they choose to retire and settle in. So, of course, as we talked about, location. Not only do we have the weather geographical advantage over all other parts of Florida, having a touch of all four seasons, so we're not continuously hot like you would experience in South Florida, etc. We have a touch of all four seasons, but we also have the geographical advantage due to where we're located in being the top part of Florida. We have protection from the Gulf Stream that comes from the north that often shields us from the impact of severe storms and hurricanes, which is oftentimes, if you do your research, you'll see that our area has not been severely impacted by hurricanes in over 100+ years, okay? Because we have protection from the storms. Another great thing, as you saw in our first clip, that people love about retiring here in Northeast Florida is the fact that we have access to 4 cruise ports, okay? So we have one straight out of Jacksonville, which is less than 45 minutes from where I'm standing right now, probably 30 minutes actually. We have access to Port Canaveral, which is less than an hour and 45 minutes from where I'm standing. That's a cruise port I like. We have Tampa, and then we have Miami. And did you know, when you become a Florida resident, you actually get severe discounts on cruises. So many of my retirees that love to travel, they absolutely love the fact that they can jump on a cruise boat on a random. So like I've had some of my customers that are retirees say the grandkids were supposed to come to visit, but somebody got sick, and they're like, well, hey, what are we gonna do? And someone like, well, hey, let's find a last minute cheap cruise. You know, that's less than $70 a day. They jump on a cruise boat, have a blast and have a good time. And what a great way to really enjoy this chapter of life. Some of you have raised kids, you've worked jobs, been a corporate employee, and now it's time for you to enjoy yourself. In Northeast Florida, due to its strategic location and its affordability, will give you what you need to really enjoy this chapter of your life. Okay, now it's getting a little toasty out here, so what I think we should do As we further unpack reasons for you to consider Northeast Florida as your place of retirement, I want to give you a little sneak peek into some of the real estate options as well as we're talking through some of these reasons, okay? So we're actually going to jump over to a one-story ranch style home that's about a little over 2,500 square feet, just so you can see as we're talking through why Northeast Florida would be the best option for you. So you can see some of the real estate options available as well. How's that sound? All right, stay tuned, guys.
We have so much more that we are going to unpack, so you want to stay tuned to the end, and please be sure to push that like button.
Another great reason that motivates a lot of people to make Northeast Florida their adventurous place of retirement is the affordable real estate options that we have available. Not only do we have historic homes, new construction homes, you can live on the beach, you can live on the golf course, you can live in a master plan community or one of our crank communities that we're in right now that is less than 300 homes by the time it will be complete. We're going to walk through this floor plan, which is very popular with some of my customers that want to downsize or that want to retire, but still want a little bit of elbow room. So this floor plan offers that open floor plan concept. It's all one floor living, right? And it's about 2,500 square feet. You have the option to expand and make it as large as 4 bedrooms, 4 baths, or make it as small as 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths. This floor plan has a lot of flexibility. As you see, it has a beautiful porch, beautiful awning. You have different options as well. So let's take a step inside and see what you think. Now, I want you to notice, I'm going to step away a little bit, how wide this foyer is when you first come in. It's about 6 feet wide, 5.5 maybe. All right, another thing I want to point out to you, now of course this is according to taste and aesthetics. The designers here just tried to show you how you could utilize this space, but it's completely up to you, especially for those that like to have large gatherings. This could be a place where everyone gathers to eat, have pizza, watch the game, because you still have access to this open great room here where you can still have access to the TV. Some of my customers put their TVs on those like pivot kiosks where you can actually pivot the screen, so that way you can still watch TV from this area. But look at the size of this great room. Now, 9-foot ceilings is standard here. I'm about 5'9", so look how much space you have here, along with this open gourmet kitchen. Another thing I want to point out is these 8-foot sliders. So if you see, it almost looks like you have a wall of windows here, bringing in beautiful natural sunlight throughout this home, along with this being a split floor plan.
Sorry for the abrupt interruption, but I wanted to be sure that you got an opportunity to see the remaining of this floor plan with the secondary rooms towards the front of the home and 2 full bathrooms with an additional office. Remember, this floor plan can expand up to 2,800 square feet and be up to 4 bedrooms and 4.5 bathrooms as well. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of this 1-story floor plan, and if it could potentially work for you, as we dive back into some of the great reasons why people choose Northeast Florida as their place of retirement. Stay tuned, guys. We have more to cover.
Floor plan in particular is located in a neighborhood less than 10 miles from downtown St. Augustine, and you're about 15 minutes from the beach. So due to its location, it is a little higher price as far as fully decked out, okay? You're gonna be looking around the mid 600,000s, including the base price of the home, the lot, and if you did upgrades such as a modern gourmet kitchen, such as what we're sitting in right now, okay?
But one of the main reasons that draw my customers that want to retire in this area is not just the location, not just the tax savings, because you know we don't have state tax, right? So you don't have to worry about that pension that you've worked hard for, the state slowly depleting it with additional taxes, right? You also get, of course, the military benefits if you're a veteran. Thank you for your service. As you know, our state here offers you a break on your property tax if you have 100% disability, okay? So another, again, reason for making Northeast Florida your destination of retirement, okay? Now let's jump on to the next reason that people choose Northeast Florida as their place of retirement, which is healthcare.
No, I mentioned that medical is one of the top reasons that people choose to make Northeast Florida their place of retirement. Who wants to go stand in front of a hospital, right? Especially on Memorial Day. So I thought we'll actually chill poolside, which is one of the main reasons why people actually move to Florida, to enjoy, of course, year-round great weather. To actually, most of my customers love the opportunity that they get to build a pool and be able to enjoy their pool year-round, right? Some get it where they get their pools like heated as well. So let's move into our final point, which is one of the dominant reasons why people choose to make Northeast Florida their place of retirement, which is the access to premier medical care. As you know, here, as you may not know or may know from our last set of videos that we've done, Mayo Clinic, which is one of the top research hospitals, is one of the few locations that they have in the United States. It's located right here in Jacksonville, Florida. We have some of the top cancer research centers here. We have some of the top heart hospitals, actually. And as I said in prior videos, my dad had a triple bypass and it saved his life. He actually got his operation here and he's doing incredibly well. They have some of the top even children hospitals from Nemours and many others. So hands down, when I talk to my customers that have retired here, these are the dominant reasons that they've said that this is the place for them. Not just the affordability, the savings on taxes, of course, year-round great weather. Of course, Northeast Florida having a touch of all four seasons. It's great location. Of course, because we have the protection of the Gulf Stream, we don't have the severe impact of hurricanes and storms. And overall, the people here are incredibly, maybe ridiculously friendly. And you always are welcome here. So if this is something that you're interested in, you've been thinking about making Florida your place of retirement, you've done your research and you're ready to make a move, you're tired of the cold, you're tired of your funds from your retirement that you've worked so hard to save being depleted by state taxes and ridiculous property tax, and you're ready to make Florida home, don't hesitate to reach out. I've helped countless families, even through this year. I've already helped 4 retirees, let's see, 1, 2, 3, maybe 3. Okay, 3 retirees retire here to Northeast Florida, and countless more in years prior. So I'm happy to be the one to walk you through the process to make sure you get paired up in the right neighborhood at the right budget. There's no budget that's too small or too big. We want to make sure that you get the right location, the right home for you at this stage and chapter of your life, because you deserve it. All right, so don't hesitate to reach out. This is Kashira Francis, your Florida real estate agent and relocation specialist, here to walk you through the process.